Next up, at UFC Vegas 104, we have the featured fight of the evening. We have a surprisingly low spot on this card for Ryan Spann, a UFC vet. Plenty of good fights under his belt. But here he is. It's a featured prelim, but it's still a prelim. He's taking on Waldo Cortes-Acosta. Waldo, 12-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that grapple-heavy win over Robelis Despain. Ryan Spann, 22-10 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He's coming off that win. His first win in 3 years. Waldo Cortes-Acosta, a fun athletic striker. He's tough as nails. He's got okay power on his side. We've seen some flashiness at times. He started his career just doing the salsa dancing. I think he's gotten away from that a little bit. But he does land an impressive almost 6 significant strikes per minute. We've seen on numerous occasions how insanely tough he is. He survived some chaos early in his last fight. We've seen him survive some of the worst leg kicks I've ever seen. Entirely unaffected. He did also just turn into a Nurmagomedov in that last fight to get that win, but you do what you got to do, and it was nice to see that extra wrinkle in his skill set. He's taking on 6'5" powerhouse Ryan Spann. Incredible 81-inch reach on him as well. He's a very dangerous guy with 19 stoppages and 22 wins, but he's not all power. He can wrestle. He averages more than 1 takedown per fight. 13 of his stoppages are submissions, and he's in a threat the entire 15 minutes. He can keep that cardio and that pace up. He's coming off that bounce-back win over OSP, where he landed clean, and then he choked him out when OSP shot a takedown. So Ryan submitted him, but it wasn't Ryan initiating the grappling exchanges. This entire breakdown is going to be interesting because normally I'll sit here and I'll tell you, ooh, these odds are wide. Ooh, this fight's closer than it looks. I don't see that here. These odds do not seem wide. These seem pretty spot on for me. I know people don't love Waldo, and I get it, and you're probably surprised he's a 2-1 favorite here, but the reality is he should be. He's faster. He's got plenty of movement. He can avoid the big strikes. He's got plenty of cardio. He knows when to engage, when not to engage. We saw that he can wrestle. Waldo's wildly athletic. I think he gets it done here, and as long as he's not gun-shy and actually commits, I think Waldo wins this fight, so Waldo's going to be the pick. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, I'm going to go Waldo. He's a more technical striker. Honestly, the thing that I like the most here is the over 1.5. I think they both kind of respect each other's power, especially Waldo, as you mentioned, is a very durable guy. So even if Ryan Spann lands, I think he can kind of shoulder shrug it off and walk away with it. And Waldo, is a little bit overrated in his power. I know he's got that kind of that fastball right hand, but we've seen him go to decisions plenty. So I think the over 1.5 here is a play that I would play, but as a pick, I'm going to go Waldo. He's a durable guy and still kind of coming into his own. Still, kind of new to the MMA game. So although he's a little bit older, I imagine he's still going to be improving fight to fight. Figuring out the footwork, get a little bit faster, maybe some ground game as well. So Ryan's always going to have that power and obviously threaten the submissions if he does land something. But the worst thing that Waldo could do, I just thought about off the top of my head because that's how I roll, is try to bring in that rest. Oh, another powerful guy. Let me because. Sloppy shots against Ryan Spann, he's going to grab your fucking neck. So as long as he's not like wrestling heavy for some goddamn reason, I think he should be able to just outstrike him.
Well, I mean, he wrestled heavy in his last fight, so you never know.
Fucking Robles, who's still fucking killing people. I mean, he's killed like 3 people in karate combat.
Anybody who doesn't take him down is in a world of hurt. So
they killed him
for sure. Yeah, for
Waldo
sure.
was like, fuck that.
Yeah. So $8,300 in DraftKings Fantasy versus $7,900. $8,300 is hard to spend unless you think he either A, wins by finish, or B, does activate that Nurmagomedov mode again. And I actually think he may. So $8,300, I probably will put that in my lineup. If you do want to check out all of the picks, all the bets, all the tools, the data analyzer, which has a tape index, the brand new DraftKings Optimizer, which has the sort of beginner mode to walk you through how to use it, the fight simulator that simulates fights 100,000 times. It is only $10 for an entire month. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Couple Super Chatterooskies. $2 from Lou Bond. He said, it's not much, but I appreciate any veteran. Salute. I'm assuming that's for you, Jakey boy.
I'm not a veteran, but I'm a hero. That's what they tell me, and they thank me for my service, so I thank you guys. And unlike Angelo, I do appreciate our troops. Love our troops. They see, look, Angelo thinks it's funny. I'm trying to literally give a thanks to our fucking troops, and Angelo can't help but laugh.
You said, unlike Angelo, I appreciate the troops.
I'm trying to salute our troops earlier, and you do a salute like this, which is so disrespectful.
You asked me to salute you, who is a nobody.
I was saluting our troops, and you were being disrespectful. I love our troops. I think they're the
Name 4 troops.
To be able to sign to voluntarily sign up.
Name 4 troops.
What do you mean troops? 4 branches of the military or something? You dumb bitch.
Actual troops.
You fucking retard.
Which?
Okay.
Your sister wasn't your sister?
81st Airborne. 83rd. On the ground, people.
The mechanics.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a $5 super chat from Humble Reaper. He says, yuck. I hate these dudes. Ange, Kevin James, is the worst, but Premium won me money for the 12th week in a row. So I put up with them. Fuck it. Watch if I care. I don't care. Thank you. Also, calling me Kevin James is a compliment. That dude's fucking sitcom royalty. King of Queens is one of the best sitcoms.
Stand-up sucks.
His stand-up's not great. I said sitcom royalty. King of Queens is one of the best sitcoms you'll ever see in your life.
It literally is the most. You know how good it is. This is how you know it's good. Every time I watch it, I think, man, this is so underrated.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know why. Like, I always forget about King of Queens, and I've watched it fucking, like, I've watched it. We can recite every fucking episode, basically, once it gets going, but I always forget about it for some reason, and then the second I start watching, I'm always like, fuck, this is good, dude. It's so good.
Every character in King of Queens is an unbelievable character. Spence is unbelievable. His cousin Danny is unbelievable. He's unbelievable. Carrie plays that role perfectly. Arthur is Arthur. Like, every single person is perfect in their role. It's an unbelievable show.
One of my favorite episodes is when, I can't remember, they were arguing about something. They were in the kitchen or whatever, and it was the way the argument was going, and Arthur was in the middle of it. Arthur, the way he was acting, like, didn't know, like, that they were, like, married or whatever. It's so funny. But the line he gives is, he just looks at Doug, he goes, "Do you touch her?" And it's so funny because he's like dead serious about it. Dude. Do you touch her? Like, you bastard. And Doug's just like, what?
Dude, the show is so good. It's unbelievable. We do have this comment from Din Dad. He said, Kevin James is awesome. He wrestled too. Kevin James was like a high level athlete. He either played Division I football or he wrestled at a Division I level. Like, he's a high level athlete, and you can tell the episode where he's on the stripper pole and he like does all those moves. That's not like, that's just raw athleticism. Like, that wasn't. You
can even tell in the stupid football skits, he's such a big guy that moves so fast. Like,
so fast. No, he's a real athlete. He played sports in college. Last little tidbit. I met Boss Rutan. So Kevin James used to train with Boss Rutan just to like train, and he loves the sport, get in shape, do all those things. If you watch old episodes of King of Queens, he wears the Boss Rutan shirt, like a
lot of 50 Cent stuff shirt. Too.
The rapper?
Yeah, he wears a lot of 50 Cent memorabilia in there.
So he wears the Boss Rutan shirt. He's a big Boss Rutan guy. I met Boss Rutan. I said, let me ask you something. Like, what is it like training Kevin James? And he said, he was like, I am 100% serious, but he said it in his accent.
Do it in his accent, please.
No, I can't. I have to hear it. I can't even.
I am 100%.
No, it's a very different accent.
I know. I can hear it, but it's hard to do.
Yeah, he's like, I am 100% serious. He is the hardest kicker I have ever trained with in my life. And he was not joking. So, pretty cool dude.